Hello, I'm just going to do some talking about sidekicks and superheroes with their sidekicks, but I'm not going to go into much detail about it. I'm just going to say one or two who I like personally, and this is dedicated to Masters because he asked me nicely if I would kind of do a video like that, so I'm doing it. Sidekicks. Let me have a think. Pika, Pika, Pikachu, I choose you. There once was a little kitten. His name was Dexter, spelled Dexstar, and he was put in a bag and they were going to throw him off Brooklyn Bridge. And this cat was filled with rage and anger and he was scared. And a red ring found his way upon this kitty, and then the cat got turned into Dexter, and he was right magnetizing. The sight of this cat was all red, and I call him Puke Cat, this cat, and it makes me laugh because he's got weird powers. I say he's intimidating and he's got his claws, but there's a story what he did. Let me think what happened. The ring came to him because the ring detects anger, and the ring found this kitten, and basically the cat got turned into working with the Red Lantern Corps, and the person who drew the cat was called Shane Davis, and he started off making this kitten as a joke. It wasn't really supposed to get far in the comics, but now Dexter is like a sidekick working alongside and reigns with the Red Lantern Corps, and he's described as sadistic and malicious, is this cat. Yeah, and they call him Puke Cat because he did have an appearance where the cat kills the Sinestro Corps and he puked, like had deathly vomit. So I found that so funny. So Dexter, he is not a sidekick as such, but he does work alongside with the Team Red Lantern, so I guess you could class him kind of as a sidekick. And if you don't know who he is, go and Google him. I might add some pictures at the end of this video of the people who I've been talking about. Dexter. Another favourite of mine is Rick Jones, Marvel's Rick Jones. I think his real name is Richard Milhouse, and I remember that because of Milhouse from The Simpsons, but that's obviously got nothing to do with Rick Jones. He was an orphan, and he was in Tempest Town, I do believe, and he's kind of in the Hulk comics a great deal because when the bomb blew off, the Hulk tried to rescue Rick Jones from the gamma radiation, and the radiation still had some form of impact on Rick Jones, but it didn't turn him green like the Hulk. So yeah, Banner did save Jones, but now I think his nickname's the A-Bomb. The A-Bomb. So yeah, hang on a minute. He's in the Lego Marvel game. It's just dawned on me. He's cool, is Rick Jones. I'm trying to think of some facts, but it's difficult because I feel like I'm under pressure. He does count as a sidekick though. I mean, he tried to cure the Hulk. He became really good friends with the Hulk, and he tried to cure him of this problem that the Hulk had. And Doctor Strange also invades the Hulk's mind, and Rick goes to the Strange capture it and tries to stop him. So he's like, he is a sidekick, the Hulk's little sidekick in the comics, obviously. I don't know if he's in the movies. I'm terrible with Marvel movies. Rick Jones, what else? I do know that he's got like super strength and suspended aging. His stamina's amazing. He's got durability. He is called Bomb Jones, not Tom Jones. Why, Delilah? Not Tom Jones, Bomb Jones. What else? I don't know. Do you know? Can he go invisible? Can Rick Jones become invisible? That's annoying. I'm going to have to do some research. I should have researched before I made this video. And then I'd be talking more sense. But can he go invisible? He's a bloody good sidekick though, because in the comics, he is always working alongside the Hulk. He even appeared, and I recently actually read this, so I do know for a fact that he appeared in the Avengers, and it was called Spotlight, edition 25, featuring Hawkeye. It's just like an interstellar war, and it's Hawkeye and Rick Jones, and it's fucking great. It's really good, and I don't really know what else to say about Rick Jones. I'm going to have to really Google him. But I do know it does count as a sidekick, because if you go back into the comic series, he does work alongside the Hulk. And the Hulk always goes off on these adventures, like I was saying, with Doctor Strange invading his mind. And Rick Jones is like his little sidekick that tries to help him all the time. A kind of like Batman and Robin scenario. Another guy that I quite like, but I don't know if he counts as a sidekick, but this is just my opinion, blabbering on because of you, masters. So I like Jimmy Olsen, and this has started way back since when I was a kid watching the New Adventures of Superman, working in the Daily Planet. Little Jimmy, regular guy, regular job. He's got no superpowers whatsoever. He's just a normal man. Superman's friend. He's not so much as a sidekick, but if you go back to the DC comics, now we're talking comics, not the Dean Cain TV series, but I do have to admit that I had the biggest crush on Dean Cain when I was a kid, and we're talking 9 years old. I started young on my superheroes, trust me. So Jimmy Olsen, he is a true friend. I don't think I'd warrant him so much as a sidekick, but yeah, he's great with Superman, and he's useful, but not in a superhero kind of way. Just in if you need a real guy help. Don't know how he's useful. I'm gonna think about this. I think his real name's James Bartholomew. Again, I remember that because of The Simpsons. Nothing to do with The Simpsons, but yeah, he works at the Daily Planet. He works alongside Superman. Superman gave him a signal watch where it screams off ultrasonic frequency. So Supes always knows, and he can hear it no matter where he is in the world, if Jimmy presses the button. So if there's any danger, Superman just hears it. Did you like my impression? And then he comes flying down. Do, 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 do. With a theme tune. He did kick about for ages with Superman, sharing adventures, and if I recall, he even had his own series published once. The little normal regular man, Jimmy, had his own fucking series published, so he did get up to some stuff. Come on. I mean, it must have been in about 1954-ish. It must have stopped in the 70s, because I haven't heard anything about this guy since the 70s-ish. I'm crap with dates. If you know, do let me know. But he had this series published, and he underwent disguises, and he tried to help out, and even before Barry Allen, aka The Flash, before The Flash, right, he drank this potion and he could have super speed. And this is little Jimmy, super speedy little Jimmy, because he had this potion. And I think maybe that's where they've got the idea from for the Flash. Do you not think, with the super speed? Super speed. Also, there's this really funny comic that I once read regarding Jimmy Olsen, and that's why he stuck in my mind today. Because he once had beard growth, and it's about this sinister beard and how fast his beard grew, and that comic was just so funny. I think it was a piss take comic. They must have written it that day and said, this isn't really sincere, but we'll send it to the people anyway. And Numbnuts here laughed her tits off. It was amazing. Well, not off, they're still there, but it was bloody funny. I think that's what I was trying to say. So, Jimmy Olsen. Another character which I thoroughly enjoy is Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, because she definitely is a sidekick. She's cool as, and a swear word, but she's really, really, really good. And I think her saying is, the little bitch is back. And her real name's Mindy McCready. She happened to be a Marvel character, but then I'm not sure what's happened regarding Marvel with the Kick-Asses now, because I haven't done my research again, but I'm just wittering on the spot. This is on the spot. She's a vigilante. She was trained by her dad. She hunts criminals. She's got really cool combat. She fights well. She uses weapons. She's all about blood and guts. She doesn't stop till there's blood and guts. She's disgusting. It's pretty fucking gross, actually. Someone's head's come off, but she still keeps going. The little bitch is back. She's like up there with the proper cool sidekicks. So I think I do like the films, but I do like the Kick-Ass movies a lot better, because I do feel like she's evolved in the comics. She's grown up in world and she's doing proper well. Let me think of some other sidekicks for you. Batgirl, Batman, Robin, Kid Flash. I quite like Lieutenant Marvel alongside Captain Marvel. I like Pieface and the Green Lantern. Obviously Robin and Batman, shit film but good in comics. Rocket and the Star-Lord. I don't know if that counts because the whole team isn't the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Groot. I am Groot. But the raccoon, Rocket. Does he count as a sidekick with the Star-Lord? What's the matter with you? Wonder Girl and Wonder Woman. There's the Squire and the Shining Knight from the Young All-Stars. My favourites now, just quickly, I'm not going to chat about them, I'm just going to say it. Falcon and Captain America. Them two work so well together. My boys. There's Foggy, who works with Daredevil. And there is Wong, who works with Doctor Strange. So, there you go. I've just done what you wanted me to do. I've said my favourites. I've had a brief discussion about a few people. I don't know if Jimmy Olsen does count as a sidekick, but shut up. I've said him now anyway. You're fucking with the ultimate.